With humanitarian security her top concern, how does she plan to work with other agencies to achieve her goals? That big question and more with incoming National Security Advisor, Professor Clarita Carlos. Good evening, Professor Carlos. Welcome to The Big Story.
Hi, good evening, Robbie.
Good evening po. As we said, usually National Security Advisor, people automatically think retired military generals and so on. What does the civilian perspective fundamentally bring to this position?
You know, Robbie, 22 years ago, this issue was raised when I became the president of the National Defense College, when all others before me were men and military, and I was civilian, and I was a woman. I don't know why we people pay attention to not important things like that. Gender doesn't matter at all, you know? So what's between my ears, it doesn't matter if I'm female, male, LGBTQ, etc. If I'm bobo, I'm bobo, never mind my gender. So let's not waste time on, these things because they don't matter.
I agree, and which is why, just to be clear po, we didn't ask about gender. My question was on having a civilian as National Security Advisor, how different will the perspectives be to the traditional National Security Advisors coming from the military?
Yeah, maybe what I'm going to bring in would be not really to eschew the largely military way of dealing with national security, but to bring in the perspective of a social scientist, which I am. So I saw in the clips before this conversation that you had quoted me in the previous interviews that national security is human security. You know, Robbie, if you translate it to Tagalog, no, I did a bit of research there. Ang pinakamalapit na sa kanya, translation is katiwasayan ng kalooban. Tiwasay, no? Kasiguruhan ng kalooban. So, where is di katiwasayan coming from? Di katiwasayan is coming from, paglabas ko ng bahay, meron akong kasiguruhan na walang babaril sa akin. Na ang aking age ngayon ay kung pwede pa, if I live well, I can reach 100 years, no? Yung mga kasiguruhan na yun are coming from things which are critical to the individual. Water security, buksan mo yung faucet mo, yung ba pag inom mo ba nun, malalason ka ba nun, o talagang will quench your thirst, no? Food security, energy security. Pag pag sakay mo ba, ay meron ka bang sasakyan dahil parang aabot na sa 100 yung presyo ng litro, no? O kaya yung mga sasakyan ba na yan ay hihinto na sila at wala ng transport of goods and services, which will invariably affect economic growth, di ba? Those are security threats, and they are real security threats to the individual.
And given your more holistic, more humanitarian approach here, usually people, again, usually associate when they talk about internal security, destabilizing factors, again, they think in military terms. But given your holistic perspective on this, what are the most important things that really destabilize and that can help to stabilize our country?
We don't even talk about Robbie insurgencies here, which had been going on for decades and decades after the war. You look at the empirical evidence of insurgencies all over the world, and they are never solved by military means. What we need to do is root out where is the insurgency coming from? Where are the insurgents coming from? They are coming from sense of injustice. They're coming from lack of opportunities to also dream to be architects, journalists like you, social scientists like me. We have killed the dreams of these people. So let us restore them, Let us give them education. Let us give them jobs. Let us not give them, always yung mga, anong pangalan nito? Ayuda, no? No one wants to get ayuda all the time. Let us restore their self-worth. And I think if we root them out from a socio-political perspective, there are many successes already. They're documented, except they're not, sexy to talk about. And many times it's really the failures which are being stressed. No? But there are many, many successes in local peace councils.
Okay, Professor Carlos, maraming salamat po. That was incoming National Security Advisor, Professor Clarita Carlos.